muted. Poor Zoom. I'm sorry, Zoom. You guys can't hear me the whole time. I'm talking and we're muted. And you're like, you're muted, no sound. You're muted. Hey, Iskra! The twins are here. Come on down. Come on down to the Price is Right. There we go, got some music. All right, ladies, twins, let's get us going with some Price is Right. Hold on, clicker's not working. Who are you? You guys look familiar. Skip this. There we go.
I'm Monica from Montauk Escrow, and this is Melissa.
I'm Monica and Melissa. I didn't tell you guys apart. Where's the trick?
The color of the hair.
Yeah, Monica has darker hair.
Monica, darker hair. What's the Monica? Yeah, there's no
all
connection.
All of the Monicas have darker hair.
Okay, yeah. Monicas have darker hair.
We all do.
I work on Shauna's team and she works on Cindy's. Yes.
All right, so how do we play? Closest to the actual sales price without going over. If you're $1 over, you're a big loser, no price for you. So don't go over. Zoom, no cheating. All these houses closed within the last 14 days by non-KW people. All right, take it away.
All right, West Lancaster, built in 1991, 1,921 square feet.
Ooh, that's a big square lot right there.
206 square feet.
2.5.
2.5.
I love that
Well, that's West West.
That's my dream.
West Lancaster? Where is that? That looks
I'm
like,
thinking it's like 40.
I think that's Antelope Acres, West Lancaster. Like, not really West
Maybe
Lancaster.
520.
Did it sell or is it
489.
14 days ago.
it's sold?
All right, what are you guys thinking?
445.
445? 550?
375.
850? 480?
500.
465.
465, 485,
505.
625.
506.
Lock, you can play. Because you know you're going to get it right. I like your confidence. 650, 500. Jessica? Jessica. I remember. Century Lock was just easier for everyone else to know. I knew though.
Oh, you love it when I Yeah, I know. Yeah, 475 here.
Okay.
Oh, wrong button.
I wish I would have got that house.
I told you 379.
That should have been my house.
Is that right?
That's not right.
That is my house.
It can't be right.
880.
Maybe it is right. Maybe it's not where we think it is.
Yeah,
Did everybody go over?
Yes.
Big losers for everybody?
Yeah, 375 here.
You said 375?
That must have been a family member telling you to a family member.
Yeah. Right? Like,
Was there no? Everybody went over?
let's not.
He writes more
Oh.
Victoria.
Don't worry. They'll just come out of your paycheck. All right.
I love yours. Oh, wow.
Let's get the next one.
This is community service.
If someone would have bet $1, you'd be a winner.
Somebody said I was out.
Hold on, you guys.
1,327 square feet, 6,469 square feet.
I like everyone's like, ugh, it's ugly. Oh, look, you have no yard, so it'll be 145 degrees in summer.
Where is it at?
He's not counting Lancaster.
Oh, 405.
800.
Just kidding.
What'd you say? 380?
380.
Go to the first page.
389?
Go to the first slide.
Just gotta make sure I don't hit the wrong one.
I'm saying 365. 365.
305, all in Bitcoin.
305 in Bitcoin?
360.
360? You said?
395.
395?
390.
390? Wow, we have a lot in that
Tomorrow,
high free range.
280 Bitcoin.
How about 375? 365?
I have.
388.
I'm going $1. I think you guys all might be all over it. $1, Bob. All right, actual retail price
9.
without going over is 4 months!
I think they got
Maybe they mixed up the other months.
See? The
No
market
way that
doesn't
was
suck.
17. And we go up there, we got to challenge, Mondo puts these together. We got Mondo, are these right?
418.
I think he mixed them up. Well, whatever, whoever guessed wrong, we don't know. Anyone, who got closest here?
The back room was a grow room.
I have 395.
395?
It was still stuck.
Was anybody closer to 395?
399, I said.
399?
And I said 4.
Did you?
I said 4.
Yeah, 400?
You have to write the line.
I think Freddie gets it. I think Freddie gets the wrong price.
What'd you
Let's
say?
see.
4.
I said 401.
That looks like a house. That looks like a house out like Nashville or something.
That's what I said.
That is the half.
Boom!
Says right there, 10 square feet.
Yeah, but you know I can't read. So how would I can't see.
3,893 square feet.
That's a massive
That's my
home.
dream home.
101,930.
And he has all the rooms.
I looked at my house and every house.
Number?
101,000 square feet.
It's just over 2.
Just over 2. Nice.
That looks like a whole
If this house is only like 400,000, we're gonna all
There's
go
a
down
problem.
Mondo.
I'm gonna say
And we're
778.
gonna have a talk.
I'm gonna say 777.
777?
Yeah.
That's a good
I'll say
guess.
799.
Also 778.
778, yeah.
779.
779.
799,
899.5. What do you got, Zoom?
755.
15.
755. 685. 605.
290.
I feel like that house is gonna be like 800.
I know.
It would have to be though, it has to be cheaper.
I wanna pick
That's
that.
a 4,000 square foot mansion.
Oh my god, the house that Josh just built, holy moly, that's a nice house.
Yeah, there's no master bedroom.
775. So you say there's no master bedrooms?
I do.
Mike always brings so much value to our meetings. All right. I hope this price is right because I didn't check these. Actual retail price we think
Don't you tell me what my boy.
without going over is 770. You said 777.
I did.
Someone else it up.
I'm pretty close.
What'd you say, Marvin?
755.
755. There's 755 online. Emily's got this, or Monica.
That's it.
Was anybody else closer? 755?
No, you can't go over, right?
So Monique and Marvin.
What do you have?
Yeah. 755.
There's, I think, two
Yeah,
I'll tie
I would've
there.
gotten
Monique and
777.
Marvin. Yeah. You got those names down, Victoria?
I would have told the
The gift
pilot,
cards?
which one?
All right, we'll get your gift cards for you guys. For our winners. And we'll have to check with Marvin. Well, thank you on track for always having fun with us.
I know.
Thanks, guys.
You guys are awesome. Can you post on this one? Or you guys can
Those ones you said.
So when I'm giving presentations, do I spit?
Technically, like, that's
Dude, sit too close. I might yell. Might get spit on you. It's like a Gallagher concert thing. You gotta get a shield over you.
That's why I said over here.
Yeah.
No, I've been here.
That's rude. Okay, let's get going, guys. We got a lot to talk about today. We got way too many birthdays for me to read. I'll probably mess up half the names anyways. Whose birthday's in April?
Rami.
Rami, your name's up there.
He was just reminded of it.
Well, he wasn't born, he was whatever.
So we only have 3 birthdays out of all these people?
Bad job.
That seems like should we, I don't know, should we
We
sing
really
like
can't control
Charlie
it.
and Robbie happy birthday?
I think that would deserve it.
No? How old are you guys now?
25.
9.
Really?
Yeah.
You liar.
Young gun. Young.
Friday,
Freddie, it's your birthday too, right? This month?
It was my birthday on
Friday.
Friday?
Older?
How old are you
I thought
turning?
you were older.
34.
34? Congratulations. Robbie, how old
Not
are
that
you
you
now?
look older.
I just
You're only 33?
Okay, my birthday's second, April 2nd.
I thought you were
34,
25?
35.
Well, happy birthday, guys. Happy, April is a, just say April was a busy month for
Success.
lots of bases carried.
You can balance it, yeah.
33, 34, 35, 31.
That's it.
31, yeah.
He's 25. I can't believe he's 3 years older than him.
All right, happy work anniversaries. We got a lot of work anniversaries too. We should get the years to see how long people have been with us here. But anyone here on the list have a work anniversary? Hey, my wife's work anniversary. I gotta get her something.
Get her some more work.
Give her some more work. Happy anniversary. I don't see anybody in here.
Jaime's right there.
Where's Jaime at?
Keisha.
Oh, he's hiding in the corner. Happy work anniversary. How many years have you been PW? How many years? 5 years?
Nice.
Nice. Wow. I'm just counting the years I've been here. It goes quick. All right, happy birthday.
How long
Or
you
happy
been here?
anniversary.
9?
9?
Yep.
That's 2015, end of 2015. So 7, 8. 8, wow.
You never thought you were gonna make it, huh?
Never. I had to use a mentor, so I can't believe I made it past the first week. All right, happy birthday. You got new people. If you're new, we're going to make you feel awkward. I don't see any new faces in here.
I'm new.
No, you're not.
No,
No, you're not. If you guys see new faces, it's always awkward. We walk around the office, we all know each other well, so make sure you make them feel welcomed, give them some hugs. We beg for them to send us pictures so we can know them, but nobody ever does because they don't want us to, give their pictures, I guess. But yeah, say hello to the new peoples for April. Bucket fills. We hear in the news, clickbait, world's gonna end, World War III, everything else. So that's some good news we could just feel some good about. What's good that's happened in the last couple weeks?
Italy,
You just got back from Italy? Was it beautiful?
great.
Are you happy to be back or sad?
Happy.
Happy? Was the food good?
Food was awesome.
How was the
Yeah?
pizza?
Was the wine good?
The wine was okay.
What?
Really?
Wasn't as good as I expected.
You had expectations. You're a wine guy.
Yeah.
You're a wine
Connoisseur.
connoisseur?
Connoisseur.
Yeah, there we go. You're a
Consumer.
wine consumer. Well, welcome back from Italy. That sounds like way more fun than being here.
The wine is better in Spain, man.
It is.
Yeah?
I love it in Spain.
And friends.
Better in France and Spain, huh? I bet you just pissed off a lot of Italians.
Yes.
You're never welcome back. Because I know Italians do not like French
No,
at all.
at all.
No French.
But the French don't like American either.
Well, who really likes the French? I mean, come on. I'm just kidding. All right, what else we got? Give me some other good stuff.
I got the contract for my $50,000 grant today.
Hey! What's the grant for what?
For my 5K, everybody come to my 5K on June 3rd.
June 3rd. What's it raising money for?
Live Oak Mental Wellness Project.
Yeah. So that's their passion. Her and Michelle are doing their nonprofit. So come support that. That will be great on June 3rd.
June 3rd?
You gotta make sure you give us a lot of info so we get more support for
Will
that
do.
in there as well. Okay, congratulations, Michelle Harris. 100% of your money gets to stay with you on capping this month.
Nice.
Congratulations, Philemon. Everyone look at Philemon. Hey, Philemon! Woo! He's on the phone. All right, Michelle Pendergrass, 100% commission. Congratulations, Michelle. And Kenny Mitchell.
Nice.
Where's Kenny? Just like
He's in his
this
office.
morning.
Yeah.
Kenny.
He has a client.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
We're more important. All right, congratulations, Kenny. Anthony Sumbry, congratulations on 100% capping. And congratulations to our first transactions. Brandon Shelby with his first transactions. Double it to 750,000.
And double A.
That was way better than my 220,000 apartment on my first deal. Emily's not new.
First transaction.
First transaction.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was her first.
Yeah?
Yeah, give her the check.
Yeah.
Okay, I lied. I could have sworn I gave her a check a while ago, but just kidding.
The first
Congratulations,
legal-
Emily.
The first legal one.
And Daniela, congratulations. She's had a lot going. She's got one, like 3 more fall behind it.
Nice.
She's on Zoom. No, not. Congratulations, guys, on your first checks.
I gotta just see what time.
Shift, what are the 3 areas of creative financing? Who's been reading Shift? I know Jessica's read it.
I should.
I have numbers.
It's pretty easy if you think it through.
Assumption, or theory,
Kinda.
No.
The 3 areas of creative financing, if you've been reading Shift. Getting creative with what? Sellers? How could sellers sell their home? Buyers? What could buyers do to be something special? Getting creative with people they know. And then financing. What kind of financing special things can you do? So all those things fall under what he was saying. Owner carries, assuming 2-to-1 buy downs, all that fun stuff to help people get into homes during this time. Because you gotta get creative. All right, some stuff coming up, guys. KW events, community events. We got new home set information sessions. If you're curious about getting a part of any of these groups, there's one tomorrow and on the 19th. KW operations office hours. I don't know what that is. Talent built to last workshop. So if you're looking at building a team, KW commercial. If you thought about getting into commercial, KW wealth workshop. About building wealth opportunities. KW relocation, building a powerful pipeline if you wanted to get a part of the KW relocation group. KW real estate planners, it's another group on April 28th. These are all just subgroups if you guys are interested in specializing in any of these areas. Currently, we don't have anyone kind of really dominating these areas in our market center. So if something you're interested in, it's a good opportunity for you to jump in. Subscribe to the Command channel. What's new in Command? So guys, they're updating Command trainings every week with all sorts of good stuff. You could use technology to help further your business. If you would just want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, so when a new thing comes out, you could watch it and take advantage. Just scan that little QR code or just look it up on YouTube to see how to utilize Command at a high level. Especially with our the app makes things really, really easy. A lot of us aren't using the tech. We should be. We're not going to watch that. Skip. Introducing Connect Learning and Events. So more than 1,000 hours of KW training available. You guys know if you go into Command, you have a tab right next to the very top. Let's see if I got my little pointer here. No reflection. Doesn't work on the TV. See, right there! I'm too short. My shirt's tucked in so I can't raise my arms. Ugh.
Use the stool.
You see? Yeah, it sucks being short. All right, so you have your Command, and right next to it you have Connect. If you clicked on Connect, there's all these learning channels, libraries, all this great stuff where you can go through and watch trainings. Some of our competitors, their big thing is they have thousands of hours of online training, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, yeah, I hope you have that. That's like a basis of what you need in a real estate brokerage. So take advantage. If you guys are like, oh, how do I do this? I'm curious about this. They literally have top producers from across the nation sharing how they are to be successful. Those playbooks that we've been going over, that I've been sending out to the office, that we've been doing, those are agents' skills, and they're sharing what they did. So go through and look, like, how do I do better open houses or client events? Search it. They have agents selling what they did to be successful. A lot of great stuff in there. Take advantage. Build $100,000 pipeline in 90 days. This is great for new agents. If you're a newer agent and you're getting into the business, it's really a tool to help you get into Command, start generating leads, and using smart plans to follow up with those leads to be able to convert. So you get a pipeline of over $100,000 in your first 90 days. Now pipelines take follow-up. It's going to be up for you to do that, but you need to know the basics to get there. You can just go to Command and download that off the, you can go to events.kw.com and go to it, but in Command in the little Market tab, there's a spot where you can sign up for this class as well. Fast tracks or some MAPS coaching opportunities. So if you're looking for the perfect operations team, if you thought about having a team or you're getting to that spot and you are thinking, okay, how do I run a team? How do I do operations? This is a great course for you to join so you know how to run an operationally successful team. If you are like me and you don't want to do it, then hire your person and make them go do it. All right? Okay, coaching skills camp. If you ever thought about being a coach or something, being able to be coaching in your future, you enjoy doing that. Keller Williams offers coaching skills camps. It's one of the things you have to go to if you ever want to become a MAPS coach. But if you're curious about learning what that looks like, you can sign up for it. It's at KWRI in Austin, Texas. For those 2 days, they offer it about 5 or 6 times a year. It is really a really powerful class. Me and George I think Amon went last year. Yeah, it was great. It was really, really good class, learning the foundations of coaching skills. K-Score, we're going to skip this little video. Actually, well, I don't got sound. I don't know. We need mic. So you could be running this commercial on your social media. So what do we have, guys, that no other brokerage has in the entire world?
Gary.
Yes. What do we have? I'm not going to give any hints. That no other brokerage has anywhere.
We have Michael Jackson, nobody else has him.
K-Score.
We have Michael Jackson.
Advantage.
We have Michael Jackson and Garrett. That's why you're all here. We got K-Score. Thanks. I got some smart. Now I know how the teachers felt when I was in high school. Smart asses in the classroom. Now I get it. That's why I got in trouble. I have to send Mike home. I'm gonna call Amy, and you're gonna be in trouble. Amy, you got me to shut up when they called my dad.
1 o'clock.
When teachers called my dad, I was quiet. So.
Hey, at least you're in trouble with us getting in.
All right, guys, we got K-Score. What is K-Score?
Real estate school.
Oh, is that real estate school? It's online real estate school.
Free online real estate school.
Yes. So we can offer to our friends and family who thought about getting into real estate a way to get their license where we pay for the scholarship and they can go for free to get their license. It's like a $300-400 value right there that you could offer to your friends, family, past clients. Why would we want to do that? Downline! You guys are a profit sharing company. People in your downline, they close deals, you make money. So if they're going to come learn how to get the real estate license, you might as well get them in your downline so you can make money every time they close a deal. So K-Score is a great mofer or an offer to get people to come to career night where they could then choose to go through the path where we provide them online self-paced, or they could come to our just regular real estate school where it's a little bit easier, more help with the teacher, and they'll get their license through that process. So take advantage of it. You'll get this video, this YouTube video, post it on your thing. Think about the commercial. Who makes the best real estate agents?
Keller Williams.
Well, Keller Williams does make the best real estate agents. But what type of people out in the real world typically have the most success in real estate?
Customer service. Eyes.
Teachers? Nurses? Bartenders? Those are some of the highest profession rates before they get into real estate with the most success. Why is that? They're service-oriented people, right? They give great service, they get referrals, they make a business, right? So when you're out at the bar, Mike, 4 nights a week,
I'm diabetic.
think about it. You could offer them, if they're giving you great service, have you thought about getting into real estate? It's all an opportunity to grow your downline. Invite them to career night, right? Invite them to learn more about K-Score. All you have to do is get their name and number and we'll take care of it for you. Victoria calls people, I don't know, 30, 40 people a month from you folks who say we should invite them to career night. Okay, new in designs. If you guys don't know what to post on social media because it's super hard and you ask ChatGPT and he doesn't tell you what you want to hear, go into command, look at the designs, take their stuff and use it as your post, right? You got to post. If you want to get into the algorithms and actually have it pop up on people's screens, you need to be posting about your personal life, about your business, but you got to be posting a lot. So if you're unsure what to post, you got a lot there for you. Take advantage of it. Design highlights. Yep, I gotta go quicker. Mega Agent Camp, Austin, Texas, August 15th to 16th. This is a little different than Family Reunion. It's typically focusing on more high-level business practices. But if you're interested, everyone is welcome. It's in Austin, Texas. Are you going this year, Jess? I'll be there. It is really probably, I like it better than Family Reunion because the content seems to be a little bit better, more geared with high producers. But it's a little less party-y or exciting than Family Reunion. So still a great event. I really recommend you guys think about going if you can. Remember, it's a tax write-off. Lots of fun. Oh yeah, Andrew's going this time. Andrew missed out on family reunion. He's like, I'm not missing this. I'm not missing this. There we go. Got it?
You gotta make it like bigger, I think.
I gotta make it bigger?
Yes,
Dance.
It was too far.
I
Couldn't-
did, and still.
You guys are gonna get like 1,700 emails on this in the next 3 months. So, all right, diversity, equity, inclusion classes. There's Agent of Distinction Live on the 13th. Conscious Bias in Real Estate on the 18th, and The Color of Real Estate on April 20th. If you guys, this is all in KW Command, you can go to events.kw.com or go to Connect. These classes are offered all the time. You just scroll down and see when they're offered. Hey, KW, look at that. Keller Williams #1 franchise by 2022 sales volume with 11.3% of the market share nationwide. That means 1 in 5 transactions that were done in the United States were done by a KW agent. Congratulations to that. Keller Williams Realty International Tech 100, and then the 2023 Real Trends 500. We were the #1 real estate brokerage. Congratulations to that. Also in Forbes, we were listed in the top 100 tech companies in the world, not just in real estate, but all the companies. We were only one of 3 other brokerages to be named. We were the highest, and the other real estate-based companies, we were the only brokerage. Next week, guys, the Lead Syndicate is going to be coming. They're going to be launching in our office. The Lead Syndicate is an operational leverage platform for individuals, real estate agents, where agents can leverage our proven comprehensive support systems to achieve extraordinary personal and professional growth and create a better client experience while still maintaining, building their own brand. That's good. That's fancy. I like it. We're launching in your market center. The Lead Syndicate is now operating in 80 locations around the world. They're going to be coming and talking about what they offer next week to agents. Their idea behind what they offer is trying to help you systemize your business, providing you value on the system sides where a lot of agents do struggle between database management, transaction management, marketing, lead generation, coaching, and training. So they'll be here to talk about their program next week. So come.
Office meeting?
It's at the office meeting. Yep. Oh yeah, and showing agent. We have it. Jessica's here from 2 to session 2. I'm like from 2 to 1. Session 2 is the same session. So if you came to the first session, you don't need to come back. But if you missed the first session about utilizing showing services and CenturyLock, come back to that because it's a pretty cool service. You want to learn how to do it, take advantage of it to help manage your showings. Man, we got a lot of announcements today. Weekly contracts class, Wednesday at 1. We all know that one. But on Saturday, from 9 to 11, we're doing the contracts class with George to give agents who have dual career an opportunity. Okay, I did hit record. It's like, oh crap, I forgot to hit record. We have to start over. Just kidding. You have an opportunity to come in and do those classes that we don't normally get to make if you're at work during that time. Okay. And then, of course, we talked about Career Night. Career Night is the 25th at 6 o'clock. The 25th at 6 o'clock. It's a great opportunity to call your database and say, hey, we're offering a Career Night where we're giving away free real estate school. You're not really supposed to say free real estate school because it is more of a scholarship because our market center actually pays for those people to go through the class to get the real estate. The idea is we help more people get their license and they will then stay with us and be loyal to us because we help support them in their time where they maybe couldn't afford something. So that's why we do it and to help actually people in need that are really trying to change their lives during that time. So use this, you're going to get a flyer, use the flyer, send it out to your database, guys, build your downline. One quick note on this though, if you get someone to show up to Career Night, it doesn't guarantee that they're going to name you as a sponsor. So there's always a lot of confusion around this. We don't put the person's name for the sponsorship. They get a line, it's through command, they get a thing that tells them what sponsorship is and they have to search the name and put it in themselves. So think of it as a buyer lead. You got to follow up with them through the process, check in on them, see how they're going. We do get leads, the same person from multiple people. It happens occasionally. And so it's up to the individual to name the person as their sponsor. So just follow up with them, check in on them, see how they're going, and then tell them, hey, I hope to be a support for you. There will be a time when you have to name a sponsor, and I hope I've shown you enough value during this time that you choose to name me. That's it. So you have to ask them, and hopefully they'll name you as your sponsor, and it's all good, and you grow your downline. Special guest, hey, look at that, Mark King. He's going to be here on Zoom. Guest live, Zoom live. He's in Austin, Texas, so he's not flying out for us for 30 minutes. But he'll be here May 25th, 10:45 in the training room. He's going to be jumping on and talking to our market center only, and it's not a national thing, it is just us. He's coming in to speak to us and give some great, valuable training for you. So please be here for that. That is the president of Keller Williams. That's pretty special that he agreed to come out. He normally does not do this. So he's a very busy guy. So please take advantage and let's fill this room, because it'll be real embarrassing if there's 4 of us in here. So let's make sure we're here for that. All right, let's jump into lore. I'm going to go through it kind of quickly because we still got to do some awards. Turbulence in the financial market is putting significant downward pressure on rates, which should benefit borrowers in short term. We've seen rates bounce around crazy the last few weeks. What happened yesterday?
Interest on time.
What happened yesterday? What was released federally?
Federal Reserve,
CPR. What does that mean? Consumer Price Index.
inflation is still not what they want it to be.
Inflation came out. Inflation report. What was it?
5.2?
5.2? What is the goal for, like, they feel good with? 2%, right? We were at 9, so yeah, that was really bad, right? That's really scary. 5 is still not good, right? But we've been heading in the right direction. So the Fed said today, or yesterday, whenever they said it, they're probably still going to raise rates again. We expect rates to go up one more time. They still want to see that, drive that number down, but we're kind of at a weird spot right now where rates are bouncing up and down, it seems like daily, right? By a lot, right? Okay, my favorite thing. Housing prices plunged 20%. There are now 210 U.S. housing markets at the risk of 15% to 20% declines. U.S. home prices could fall as much as 20% next year. The sky's falling, right? Why do they do this?
To stir up interest.
Because it gets clicks,
Yeah.
right? How do they make money? It's clicks, driving traffic for ad revenue. So headlines that sky is falling gets clicks. If you're to say, stagnant market, probably nothing's going to happen for the next year and a half. Nobody wants to click on that.
Boring.
It's not very exciting, right? So we just have to be cautious because this is what our clients see. Why do our clients see this?
Because they're looking for information.
Because they don't get your newsletter that you should spend on being the economist of choice for them, right? They don't get your updates. They're not watching your stuff that you're producing because we're not producing it on a consistent level. Because you're not the economist of choice, kind of breaking through the noise, kind of showing them the real data. We give it to you every month, right? We do this every month for you guys to use. Take the data and give it to them, right? Neuroscientists have found that people spend about 90% of their lives using what's called narrative circuitry. That's a good word, I like circuitry. Rather than direct experiences. In other words, we spend 90% of our lives telling ourselves what is happening. That makes sense? So if we're telling ourselves the market's crashing, we're living in that reality. Is the market crashing?
No, not really.
Not really. Is it gonna go crazy? Probably not. Is it gonna be real stagnant and slower? Yeah,
Do something.
probably. That's what the numbers are showing us, but let's get into it. Okay, home price appreciation. So the market's crashing, except it's not. So these are the home prices across the U.S. national. 3.8% on average, the home prices have gone up. Okay? In Atlanta, Boston, Charlotte, Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, all up a lot. Portland, San Diego, San Francisco, Seattle, going down. Tampa, Washington, prices are going up. Declines in the West are due to the tech industry slowdown and severe lack of affordability after a decade of undersupply. A lot of things are reason why we're going to get into the West is down, most everywhere else. A lot of reasons, right? Politically, a ton of people are leaving California. That's one reason. No new homes because they made it so dang expensive to build new homes. A massive lack of new homes coming to California, right? So there's a lot of reasons why the West is slower, and we're going to dive into some of those reasons. But across the nation, we're pretty stagnant. Some prices are going up. Year-over-year appreciation, right? National rate of appreciation, January by region. So we look at the Pacific. We're the only one that we're really not gaining appreciation in our home values right now, right? As we make our way over, South Atlantic is really growing, right? Mid-Atlantic, New England area. I'm sorry?
Someone said Florida.
Florida.
Oh, Florida.
air market.
Yeah, West South Central, West North Central, Mountain, right? So you're seeing appreciation across the board besides the West. Home price movement. The home price movement from January 2023, month over month appreciation. So this is month over month, right? We are just right 0.2 degree change, right? We're not seeing a way drop off the cliff, nothing's moving, a race to the bottom. Month over month price change. So you see in the Pacific, once again, our prices seem to be coming down. New England area, Mid-Atlantic seem to be going up, but we're averaging just pretty flat, right? About a 0% change, nothing too crazy. Have home values decline stabilized? That's kind of what it looks like. The home values have kind of been stabilizing through January. November, December, January would really slow, especially in October is where it started. We all felt that. That's where we're like, wow, it's really, really slowing. Things have picked up through seasonality, and it seems to be going the other way. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it to see what's going on with the home values, but it seems like it's going to be just pretty flat. All-in home prices nationally are now down 2.6% from their peak in 2022. So if you go to the very, very peak of 2022 and the prices were at the highest, they're down about 2.6%. Freddie Mac reports 2.5%, and if you use the combination of the three, they're right about 2 to 2.6%. 2.3, 2.4% from the peak of 2022. If you take the year as a whole, the peaks and valleys, right, there's the average. We're talking about the very peak to where we're at now. It's only down about 3%, 2.5 to 3%. Each downward tick in mortgage rates is met with increased buyer demand as many eager home shoppers take advantage of the slightly lower cost of financing a home. So you see, there's locally that program came out, everyone was getting approved for that free money. There's a little bit of a rush, right? We'll see what happens with the rates if they come down or if other new programs come out. I wouldn't expect the federal government to do any programs soon because they want people to stop spending money because that's what's causing inflation. So they're trying to stop those big expenditures, but it depends on how big of a economic recession they put us in. Right now they're projecting a mild one. Who knows what that means, right? But it depends on how much of a recession we go in. It depends on how much they'll try to restart the economy when they get to the numbers through where they want to go. So we keep an eye on what's going to happen, but once again, we'll probably see a pretty stagnant. If rates tick down a little bit, then we'll probably see more buyers jump in. Rates are probably going to tick up though because they just said it yesterday. The rates are going to tick up again and that might kind of slow things down a little bit. So we'll just keep an eye on it. Affordability at historic levels. So this is interesting. A house is affordable. The more higher the thing is, the more affordable the house is. You can see our years in distressed property. Everything was quite affordable. As we've ticked down 2022, this is our interest rates jumping up, making people be able to afford less per month, right? Because their payment jumped up another $1,000 and they're only paying interest. So then they can't afford the home. Right now we've ticked up a little bit more affordability as the interest rates have settled out. We're less affordable than we've been since 1990 currently with what our average what we make. And this just is going to show you the year trend of where we're at of things affordable, where we ticked down in June. In October was probably, and we've kind of kicked up a little bit in January. So to interpret this, 100 means a family with a medium income has exactly enough money to qualify. I did this for the Antelope Valley, or for Palmdale, because it's a little bit demographics for the shift class I talked a few months ago. Does anyone remember where we were at? It's 89.4. So our average income cannot afford the homes we have here, right? We're seeing that in our numbers when people can't afford to go buy homes. There are a lot less sales, right? So across the nation, though, according to NAR, about 104.9. Across the nation, we're looking okay. Locally, we're looking a little bit more like, a little bit more of a struggle. Monthly mortgage payments. So this is our, I wish we were there. This is the average monthly mortgage payment across the nation. It's looking about $1,807. So people would have to be able to afford that. Their debt to income ratio, everything else, how much money they make to be able to afford that payment. Be nice if we're 1807, huh? So we've got a lot more homes if that was our number. Median household income versus qualifying income. This is interesting. So if you look at the West, the first column is the median income. This is the qualifying income. So across the USA, most people can't afford to buy a home. In the Northeast, most people are looking pretty good. Midwest, not bad. South, okay. So actually Midwest is backwards. Qualifying income, no, we're right, that's right. Then the South, then us.
We mess up the average.
We mess up the average, right? So everywhere else it's actually looking like, okay, but why do you think so many people are leaving California? A lot of reasons people are leaving California. A lot of it's politics, taxes, just the price to live, price to retire. How many people sold a home for people leaving California last year?
Wait, say that again, right?
How many people sold a home for people leaving California last year? How many people bought a home for people coming to California last year? 2. We're losing a ton of people from California every year. The statistics this year, I forget what it was. I want to say it was like 500,000 people less last year. This is a main reason, guys. We don't qualify to make enough money to purchase homes and an average in California. Now we also have Silicon Valley, Sacramento area that really jacks us up because their prices are super, super high, right? So our area is a little bit different, but we kind of fall in line with this in the discrepancy of what our average housing prices are compared to what our average income is. I think the average income in Palmdale was like, I want to say $72,000, and what you needed to qualify a home was like 93 or something like that. Going off memory, I did that a few months back. All right, mortgage payment to income ratio. So our mortgage payment to income ratio, we peaked out over towards the end of last year, and that's where we really saw stuff kind of go real sour for us for a little bit, right? But as of today, we're at 23.8%. On that 25% margin, we're just kind of collapsed underneath that line, that 25% line. So assuming you need a 30-year fixed rate mortgage with 20% down payment on a median home price and median income, your P&I payment to include. So if that trend continues down, we'll probably see a lot more people being able to afford to buy. If the trend goes back up, it'll be harder for everybody to buy. What is the one thing you can stand in your way for success this spring?
Yourself.
Your mind, yourself, your own head. The market's terrible. We can't be successful. We talked about this a couple weeks ago when Sam was here. The seasonality of real estate is picking up. People are feeling a little bit better. We're closing more deals, right? We've got about 6-7 months of being pretty successful. We just have to go out there and take it during this time. Winter's probably going to be tough again. So we got to go get it while the getting's good, and now's the time to get it. Average days on market, you see towards the end of the year here, we're ticking back up according to NAR. Do anyone know what our local average days on market is?
Like 75.
75. Way higher, right? So we'll see what happens locally if we're going to be affected more by what's going on. Existing home sales, we peaked real low here towards the end of last year. Real low, and then we kind of jumped back up towards this last month as we started having more existing home sales. Existing home sales across the nation, of course in the West we are the slowest, but everyone is down about on average 22% down in sales from year over year. So less units being sold. Existing home sales, this is just another graph for year over year for the last 3 years. So I just want to show the seasonality of this because I'm hearing agents like, it's coming again, woo, it's going to be great again. Cautious, because every season we do this, right? March hits, the last 2 years, we're much better. April hits, we're better. May, June, July, better, then it comes back down, right? So we just had way lower January. We really cruised down November, December. Then February was pretty rough too. And like March, like, oh, it's feeling better. But we're still going to be here, right? Oh, it's going to be better, but we're still going to be here. We're still going to be way down on our total sales than we were the previous 2 years. And to be honest, guys, the previous 2 years were some of the best years we've ever had in units sold in real estate history. So we're kind of going into a more standard market. Not this big, oh, it's so much harder. Well, this might be this way for a while. Like, it's going to be more of a challenge. 75 days on market might become more of a norm. What's the average Lifeline days on market average? 75. We're just historically average right now of how long it takes to sell a home. Okay, the total home sales, this is just including new home builds. It's down just as well. Pending home sales, It's just showing that pending, we're still pending down, that number's not kicking up, we're seeing it like we're gonna start picking back up and selling a lot more homes. We're still pending down on the home sales. Percentage of distressed properties, it's tough because they weren't kicking people out of homes here. And they're started doing it again. We're still less than 1% overall, with some upticks. It's tough to say what that looks like because appreciation was so much. If we're really gonna see, and lending guidelines are much better. Something you need?
Just I need to do something on the board.
Okay, pending home sales, I'm sorry, I forgot where I was going with that. Like, I distracted myself very often.
Alright, 1 second. And
Oh, was it doing something weird?
an update.
Oh, gotcha, it updated. Okay, so distressed properties, are there gonna be a lot more of them probably than there were? Is it gonna be just a landslide of direct sale, or a lot of people don't expect that, the reason being there's so much equity in the homes, and the lending regulations were much tighter than last time. Will there be more? Yes. Will there be an opportunity if you want to focus, be a short sale specialist? Yes. If you want to be an REO specialist? Yes, there'll be an opportunity. Will it be like 2007? No. Most likely not. That's not what a lot of people are predicting. Some people say yes, but it's not shown in the numbers. Sales price to existing homes. Yeah, we kind of talked about that. Here's just a graph of Los Angeles to where people are moving. So we talked about areas growing and areas shrinking. As you can tell, a lot of people are getting out of Los Angeles. They're going to San Antonio, Dallas, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia seems to be real popular. Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Denver, Colorado. I'm surprised we don't have more to Idaho, but that might have slowed down because their prices jumped up so much. And this is just recent. But this is where people are moving. And those areas tended to show that they're having still an uptick in prices. And this is just data from Keller Williams. How can we use this data to help get us business?
Reach out to agents in those cities for.
Yeah, baby. Become referral partners. Advertise to those agents. It's not hard. You could just go, this isn't command, you could just zoom in, find the agents, try to find referral partners, call them, put them on a text or a campaign. Say, I want to be a referral partner. We got people moving. Okay, change in home prices is just coming down the year, how much prices were going over, up at a crazy amount, and then the decline of the prices going up once interest rates started rising. Year over year change in price, currently we're at a 4.4%, prices have gone up 4.4%. They're still predicting forecasts of about 3.7%. So this is where I talk about, I'm Ned Stark and winter is coming. We're getting into the busiest time of year right now. And we're up 4.4%.
It's not bad.
It's going to keep going up. But if we're going to predict by the end of the year it's at 3.7, what does that mean for the fourth quarter? We got to catch up somewhere. It's going to probably hit there. And this number doesn't seem to be changing across the board with a lot of economists. It seems like we are going to be coming back down during that time. Something's got to break because we're going to get busier. So prices really shouldn't be going down. Yet by the end of the year, we're still forecasting it to come down, projecting a fourth quarter to be pretty rough. That's why I keep saying winter is coming. I didn't make that up. It's just I heard it and it makes sense. And you're showing through the numbers that we're probably going to be good for the next 6 months. Go make it, but then it's going to be a rough fourth quarter. Change in inventory. So our change in inventory, inventory has been going down across the nation. Only a few states' inventory has been going up. The seasonality, we know this is a busy time of real estate. Inventory typically heads back down. And we've been showing that locally for the last 3 months. Inventory has actually been head back down, which we'll see here in a second. Months of inventory sales, I got to go quicker. Months inventory sales, 2.6 across the nation. Year over year inventory levels. Now, if we look year over year, though, we have way more inventory than we did, but we had historic lows during that time, right? Buyers' activity continues to normalize, except in the West. Buyers' activity is down. This is according to Showing Time. This is Zillow's calculations. So they're showing in the West that we're down about 50% showings. Everywhere else they're still showing is actually heading in the back direction. But our area is still struggling to find those buyers. And then mortgage rates, 6.23. Where do we expect the mortgage rates to go? We expect them to go up and then come back down and normalize by the end of the year, anywhere between 5.5% to 6.5%. Closer to that 6% range is what I've seen a lot of people talk about. This is a combination of Fannie Mae, MBA, NAR. They're kind of projecting right in that mid-5 range, which they're projecting a lot higher, but
That's
we'll
good.
see what happens.
That's good.
Yep, so where are they going? So this is local, so number of listings, guys, right? Our active listings are coming down. You notice new listings and solds are going up. We're not taking a lot of listings. Listings are not coming in, they're coming in really slow. So you'll see we have a lot less inventory and we're not getting listings. People are just not wanting to list their home. One of the reasons being, I don't want to lose my 3% interest rate to go get into a 6.5% or 7%, right? Absorption rate in months. So our absorption rate, this is what we talked about. The absorption rate kept climbing, and we've actually been ticking down since January of this year, heading back to about two months worth of inventory. Still very much a seller's market because we don't have any inventory. Sold to list price ratio, right? You have your clients, it's a buyer's market now. I'm gonna go get a deal for $30,000 less than asking price. Make sure you're showing them this. Just no, you're not. Don't waste our time. There's still multiple offer situations going on almost every single day. Still happening. Days on market, as we talked about, 75 days on market. All last year, we were at like 15 to 10. So 75 is quite high and it jumped up quite a bit. We just have a lot less buyer activity pushing that going forward. And then a quick glance at the year. Absorption rate right now is at 2.3%, still great, still really a seller's market. Last year this time we were at 1.37. So we're up almost 69% year over year. That's a big change, it's a big jump up. Yet we were so historically low, it's just more averaging out, right? 5 to 6 months inventory is a balanced market. If we don't see that inventory really start creeping up, it's really hard to say we're ever gonna have a crash because there's still enough buyers that want to go buy a home, but there's nothing to buy. Lack of supply drives demand. It's the first thing I learned and only thing I learned in economics. In college, that class sucked. It was so boring. Average sales price, you see we're down 3.3% of the year, and the median at 4.21%. So we're just been pretty stagnant, kind of what we thought with prices. We would head down a little bit this year. And then the one big thing I want to show you, this month, 2023, we sold 361 homes. Last year at this time, we sold 478. Year to date, we're down 37% in units. Do you guys get paid when you show houses? Oh, when you get paid, the unit closes. So volume may be up for some of you because prices have gone up for higher stuff, but units are down almost 40%. That means there's 40% less opportunities for agents to get checks. So it's important that we're doing our due diligence, being the economist of choice for our clients, so that the 40% comes from RE/MAX agents, Century 21 agents, not Keller Williams agents, right? We want to go take our fair share because I want all of you guys to be in this business this time next year because it's probably going to be a stagnant market for a while. So we got to go work twice as hard to make the same amount of money, maybe even less. Buckle up. You can't put a sign on the ground and have 15 offers and think I'm the best realtor ever. Even though it's still kind of happening a little bit because we're so slow on inventory. Another thing to peek, this is pendings. It's just showing that our pendings last year were 542, we're at 403 this year. So it's not like we're trending to get a lot better. We're going to be in that 30% range probably for a little bit. Sound good? Have we all got a better understanding of the market? Any questions before we move on? We're going to use this information and go inform our clients.
Yes.
You're gonna be emailing this to all?
You do. You're all a bunch of liars because I follow you on social media and I only see a couple of you do it. Mark does it. I see Mark, he puts it out there a
They're
lot.
all posted already.
Are they? You get me in it too? Like, Smiler?
Especially you.
Did I flex?
You didn't need to, it's unnatural.
Yes, I did, liar. All right, let's jump into March awards. Let's celebrate your guys' success. Vic, you got the awards. So if you're here, we'll hand them to you so you don't have to come up. Let's jump into it. Individual Agents Awards for top individual agents listings taken for March. So third place, we've got a bunch of people, a couple listings taken. We got Audrey, Beth, Dustin, and Adina. Is Adina here? Nope, I lied. I thought I saw her. Harry, Jason, Marvin. Hey, Marvin, congratulations. Rhonda and Tiffany George. A couple listings taken. This will guys to show you. Hey, congratulations, guys. Give them a clap. Last year, if you had 2 listings, did it get you in the top?
No.
Yeah, like 7 or 8 listings, right? So you're just showing you the market's slowing down. Still, congratulations, they're taking 2 listings where most aren't because the market is tough. All right, second place we got Christine Leister, Irma DePayne, Jessica Dixon, and Mike Watson with 3 listings taken. Congratulations. Great job, Irma. Jessica. All right, in first place we got James Maurer out in Ridgecrest. I don't see Ridgecrest on here. And 4 listings taken. All right, top individual agents closed units for March. We got Anadina and Virginia with 4. Congratulations, Virginia. And second place we got Jessica Dixon, Mike Watson, and Michelle Pendergrass with 5 units closed. Great job. Jessica's so mad over there. She's like, this is some bull. Jessica, how many do you have in escrow?
I think 17.
Yeah, she'll be okay. All right.
Yeah.
I did 17 this year. I'd be like, yeah! All right, first place we got Charlie down. Where'd Charlie go? What are you doing on the phone, dude? It's your moment.
He's closing more deals.
Yeah.
He's closing more deals. Great job, Charlie. Great job, Charlie.
Thank you.
All right, and top individual agents closed volume March. We got Anadina Martinez with 1.5 million closed volume. Great job, Anadina. And fourth place, we got Jessica Dixon, 1.9 million in volume. Third place, Charlie Dow, 2. Damn it, Charlie. You keep winning awards, dude. 2.1 million in volume. Great job, Charlie. Second place, Michelle Pendergrass, 2.5 million in closed volume. Great job, Michelle. And in first place, Mr. Mike Watson, 2.7 million in volume. All right, great job, Mike. All right, let's look at the GCI. In fifth place, we got Sylvia with 36,200. Congratulations. That's great. Hey, how long have you been official now? 2 3 months?
Nice.
She goes, I don't care about your slow market. I didn't get the good market. I'm just going to kick your guys' butts in a slow market.
She said no,
Yeah. That's the best time to get in the business. We're like, oh, it's just hard. It's the worst time when it's like, oh, this is easy. Because then you just always think it's going to be easy. Fourth place, we got Mike Watson with 42,925. Great job, Mike. Third place, we got Charlie Dow, Mr. Outside on the phone, $52,000. And second place, we got Jessica Dixon with 55,000 in GCI. CK screen number 2. Better luck next month. We got you. We can work together.
I closed 2 today.
Okay. She hates being number 2 more than Mike hates being number 2, and it's really fun for me. First place, we got Michelle Pendergrass with 77,000. Great job, Michelle. Awesome job. All right, let's look at the teams. In third place, got Ileana Dominguez with 4 closed transactions. Great job, Ileana. In second place, we got Drew Michelle Patine, 4.25 closed units. Great job, Michelle, out in Ridgecrest. I like how Drew gets credit, but that's all Michelle. Drew lives in Idaho. He ain't helping Michelle close those deals. All right, and first place, we got the Plastics team with 6 closed units. Great job, Tom Paul. You're not Tom Paul, but okay, good job. All right, closed units. We got Anusha and Veronica Gonzalez with 3 closed units each. It's Otto here. Second place, we got the Chapel Team Advantage with 4 closed units. Great job. And first place, the Plastics team and Pies Realty, 5 closed units. Woo! Yeah! There's the energy, Freddie.
That's why I brought him.
Yeah. All right, closed volume. We got Team Sil with 1.7 million. Great job, John. That's another guy. His dad's not working. ESPN. It's all John. John Jr.'s got to do all the work, and his dad gets the credit.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's the setup right there. And second place, Pies Realty, 1.7 closed volume. Great job, Pies Realty. And the plastics team, 1.8 million in volume, and celebrating the March Awards. All right, GCI, we got Bias team with 39,000 in GCI. Great job, guys. And second place, Team Silva, 46,000 in closing volume. Great job, done. And first place, the plastics team with 51,000 in GCI. Great job, guys. I am only 5 minutes over, not bad. Okay, next week, guys, we have that special group coming in to share about the Lead Syndicate, so come check them out. And then our quarterly awards, stay tuned. We have a date planned. I just don't remember off the top of my head. 1 o'clock right now. Jessica's back with Century Lock showing you guys how to use showing time? Showing service. That's the other one. Showing service so you can set up where people can schedule their showing times through Century Lock, making your life easy. Easy. All right, have a great day, everybody.